Hey guys, this is the Manchurian General, or this is going on the second channel. This is General Manchu. I have finally returned fully from my little stay down south in Fort Moore, Georgia. Went to the whole, went to the whole shebang. Shipped out July 15th. Day before that, I posted a video. I think it was the day before, and whatever. It was before I shipped. And now it's February. It's been on like one whole week since I got back, since my graduation. And well, yeah, I'm back. There's nothing really else to it. Chose guard, of course, because National Guard, National Guard leads the way. Nah. But yeah, I'm back. I've succeeded in all my goals. I've laid out so far. Got paid. Got a job. Had a new experienced something new. Lost a shitload of weight. I weighed before I freaking shipped out. I weighed like give or take around say 195. And as of last week on Friday, I weighed myself again. I weigh 149. There we go. 149. Yeah. Overall, it was an interesting experience to say the least. I went to Fort Jackson first to try to go at arms. Turns out I didn't even need to go at arms. My weight, my fat composition was body mass index, the fat percentage, whatever the fuck, was just low enough that I could not go that I didn't need to go at arms. So they pretty much passed like 98% of our group who went there, and we waited for 2 more weeks at that point, and we made it to Fort Moore on August. At least my group did. There was a whole bunch of us. A little section went off to Fort Leonardwood. A little section went off to Fort Sill. And a little section stayed behind to go to, well, basic at Fort Jackson. It's just that simple. Our group was like a 30-man group, 31, 32-man group. And we went to Fort Moore on early August. I think it was like the 6th. I know we got there like Wednesday morning because we left on a Tuesday night. Yeah. It was like a 3-hour bus ride. So we went from Fort Jackson all across to Georgia. We stopped around like, I remember this part. We stopped like around like 5 o'clock. They had Chick-fil-A outside like Atlanta, and we had a little bite to eat. And I tried to get some sleep on that bus. I could not sleep for shit, bro. I could not sleep for shit. At least during rides. It's like I can't sleep on a plane. I can't sleep on a plane. I can't sleep on a bus. I'll try to, but it doesn't really work out. But yeah, we reached there August 6th, around give or take. And it was a lot more hot. It felt a lot more hot, even though like the two states are like, right next to each other, but the difference is already there. So I was in processing for like a week and a half. Well, really a week because we all got our shit done by like the middle of the week after. That was the week we shipped out too. So we shipped out to basic August 16th. But before that, our crew, my little crew got split up into their own respective little things. Most of the guys I went to Fort Jackson with, they like, aside from like, two of us went Charlie's. It was me and another guy I came here from Massachusetts with. Have I even told you where I was? No, yeah, I'm from Massachusetts. That's where I chose to be a guardsman at. But me and this other guy who also was from Massachusetts, who also went to Fort Jackson together, who also went to the arms program together. Well, not really through arms, but the whole waiting period at Fort Jackson. We met like a couple months prior, our RSP site. I think it was the Madro. Yeah, the Madro. But but he's been around since the April drill. So like, me and him are the only ones in our group who chose Charlies. The rest of the guys chose Bravos. Also turns out apparently another one of my guys from RSP was there. He beat us. He was there already, but I didn't remember honestly, I did not remember the guy. But apparently he was there at my RSP. So we went out. We shipped out on August 16th. It was Friday. They always ship outs on. They always do ship outs on Fridays. You ever notice that? There's always graduations on Fridays and ships on Fridays. It's always on a Friday. And so yeah, we got on the bus. We got told we got put on Charlie Company 119, Chaos Company 119, Seco 119. We all got put in the bus. I got put in the 3rd platoon. It was a general integrated company. It was their first and it was their last. Their first and last. But yeah, we got gathered up at the little like track by the by 30th AG's ACO, and we got separated into our platoons. I was so enthusiastic about when we were waiting out there. I was like, oh man, if only I knew. If only I knew. Before like we actually shipped out, I was like, man, we're gonna get all the passes. We're gonna be the best platoon ever. We're gonna get all this shit. We're gonna be the best of the best. Turns out, no, that shit fell apart really damn quick. By week 2, and I'm being generous. Then again, I wasn't even there for like most of the basics. I'm surprised mine was speaking past, but no. So like we did the 72 hours. 8 guys couldn't make it at the start, so they had to get 8 new people to join up with our company. Most of them were, I think all of them were females. Yeah, it is what it is. So like week 1, well, freaking the first 3 days, I freaking went down in the 3rd day. I got hospitalized on the 3rd day. Turns out because that week I was really damn sick. I was throwing up like crazy, and so like on Sunday it got to the point where that combined with the heat and me not drinking enough water, I fucking collapsed and I went to the hospital. Turns out I had an esophageal tear in my throat, but it was not bad enough that it needed surgery. But I was still hospitalized for like a couple of days, and that's where my reputation began in that company. Because after that, well, I skipped the first week essentially. To cut a story slightly short, I got hospitalized like 3 times for like most of basic. I was one of the sick call warriors. I even tried to quit one time, and I talked about quitting twice, but it turns out rules work different for National Guard. But hey, I'm glad I didn't quit because I passed. I passed all the other shit that I could physically. I preface that because since it's the infantry world, there was the infantry run. Couldn't really, I had to get away for that one. I can't run 3 miles to save my, fast enough to save my life. I can run 3 miles. It's just gonna take a while. I almost got it though. I almost got it a couple of times. I was like a lap behind, but that was like later on in the cycle. I passed all my rifle marksmanship stuff pretty well. I wasn't I ain't no freaking crack shot. I had like the basic little medal. I like passed like I think probably like a 26 or some shit. And it doesn't really matter to me. I can always improve later on. But then again, I probably won't get much practice because my state's kind of bit on the gun laws. I'm not gonna go any deeper with that. It's just that it's quite strict here. But let's see. The notable things that happened in the cycle were, actually I'll put it like this. Overall, we were a very rowdy cycle, a very undisciplined cycle, but all things considered, we had no one going AWOL. That's a surprise. And we only had a couple of fights. That's really about it. And like half those fights happened in my platoon's bay. I wore it like that because since it was a gender integrated company, all the females got the entire second platoon bay. So all the second platoon males, they were scattershot throughout the damn place. We like first platoon got like the first few of first platoon, like the first little batch. Then we got the second batch, and fourth platoon bay got the last batch. And fourth platoon bay, I don't know what is it with four platoons, but fourth platoon always be on some shit. They're just the most they're full of like this is from them. Their words, not mine. They're the most fit. Well, they're the most freaking they're the strongest, fittest, but also the stupidest and most prone to trouble. Well, that last part I had, but the stupidest, that part's still consistent. They also, but they also have like one of the toughest drills there. His name was Drill Sergeant Earls, menace of a man, bonafide Charlie. Like of all the drills, like I think like at least 4 were actually Charlies, and the rest were either medics or Bravos. My senior drill sergeant and one of the other drill sergeants in my platoon, those two they made up like half the Charlies, the actual Charlies in the company. The rest were in 4th platoon, I'm pretty sure. Like the rest were in 4th platoon. I think there was one in 2nd and one in 1st. Actually, no, there was one in 1st. There was Drill Sergeant Velasquez. I don't even think he even is a drill anymore. Like after this cycle, but then again, most of the drills in this cycle are no longer drills because they either a guy out of the army, or the drill sergeant contract ending, and they're going to another place. Like I think like half of them are going to like Europe or some shit. But that's besides the point. But I know my senior drill sergeant, he was an actual Charlie. He's getting out of the army. There was Drill Sergeant Guzman, he's an actual Charlie. There's Drill Sergeant Velasquez from 1st platoon, he was a Charlie. Then there was Drill Sergeant Earls, Drill Sergeant Earls, and the formerly known as Drill Sergeant Grayson. Now it's just Sergeant Grayson. Well, Staff Sergeant Grayson. Those two were the other Charlies, as well as Drill Sergeant Velasquez. He was a Charlie as well. But the rest were Bravos and medics. And even then, like a couple of the drills already left during the course of the cycle, like midway through the cycle. There was Drill Sergeant Valdez and Drill Sergeant Uscanga. Those two left. Drill Sergeant Grayson and his contract ended, so he's gone as well. And yeah, we got our old first sergeant left. Like almost through like most, he was there for most of the basic part, and then he got switched out. I think he went to like another duty station or something. But I saw him a couple of times when during like urban ops training. Then right at the end of the cycle, we're talking like a couple of days before the graduation, we got our captain switched out. And yeah, that's really about it for the cadre, whatever the fuck. Overall, the experience was pretty alright. It was hot as fuck down there, and then it got cold as fuck. I never went to the South before going to the army, so I had no idea. I thought it was just gonna be like hot to like warm like all year round. Turns out that's not the case. It got so damn cold in Georgia. Like, it's crazy. And apparently, according to the locals, it had not snowed there for like 15 years. But of course, when I go there, it snows. It snowed like a couple inches for like the first time in like over a decade. Just my luck. But good thing when that did happen, which happened last month, by the way. We just got finished with the FTX and all that. So, thank goodness we didn't have to do no FTX in the snow. But also because they probably didn't do it because also, 1, our gear was probably not ready for it, and 2, general integrated, so they couldn't do, they held back a lot because it was a general integrated company. I know we probably get freaking absolutely hornswoggled if this wasn't a generally integrated company. But hey, I'll take what I can get. So how the timeline went. So we did, well, the company did, I'll tell you the stuff I missed. I didn't do obstacle course, because I was hospitalized, again, and went to sick call and put on bed rest, again. I didn't do obstacle course. I did Seaburn later. I did that later on. I did it like during the first day of urban ops training. I did grenades. So the only things I got really like wavered for was obstacle course and the infantry run. So pretty much all the really physical stuff, at least for me. But the stuff I had to redo was grenades, because I couldn't throw good enough back then. Yeah, grenades, Seaburn, I did that later. I had to redo the fucking 12-mile ruck, the forge ruck. I had to do that again. That sucked, but hey, it is what it is. I also made this is not me. I made, because I was in a rush, but I made the bad move of picking unbroken in boots for that redo. That was not my foot was hurting for the top of my right foot was hurting for like the next 2 weeks, but it hasn't been acting up, so we're good. I was rocking the issued 30th AG boots for like up until like the first week of mortar training, and that's like I was wearing them before I even went to freaking Fort Moore. So there's I had to redo the ruck, grenades, and the motherfucking grenades. Seaburn. There was a Seaburn in the ruck, but that was about it. Everything else I either got I only got wavered on a couple of things, which was just obstacle course and the infantry run. But the rest of the stuff I passed like on the first go. So at least there's that. So rifle marksmanship, forge. The forge was when it started getting cold, like for the first time. I was like, "Ooh man, it's a bit chilly out here." I just slept in my. I didn't even put on the damn waffle gear. I only really started wearing the waffle gear like post basic. So like during like the whole AIT portion of training. That's where I started wearing the whole snivel gear stuff. Some guys were freaking legit. They were legit freeballing. No, not freeballing. That's not the right word. They were legit wearing the damn snivel gear already during the damn forge. Like I remember we were rucking to the damn to the grenade launcher range, and some guy, Kelly. His name was Kelly. His ass was wearing the silk bottoms during the freaking ruck there, and we had and then our drill sergeant managed to do this freaking rucksack check, which basically, well, y'all who went through basic and AIT or OSUT, very likely probably know, y'all probably done this at some point. One way or another, y'all probably done this, but you just take the rucksack and just hold it over your head. But as long as you can. I did not know how to pack my shit right back then. So it was unbalanced, and two, it was heavy as shit. And so I was holding that shit. Well, also I was weaker then. Not much improved, but I'm stronger now than I was back then. But I was holding that shit over my head, bro. That shit sucked ass, bro. It sucked ass. But it is what it is. There's that. So how our AIT worked, we were supposed to do combats during basic, but time-wise fucked things up. So we did CLS first. Yep, we did CLS. Then we did during CLS when we did the actual the actual live training. There's, you know what I mean. When they did the field test on it, I was in the very last group, and my ass died within like the first minute and a half. I got shot in the leg, like, oh shit, I was just pop, 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 pop. Yeah, I shoot left-handed. I was shooting left-handed. I was like, pop, 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 pop. Oh yeah, we got like 10 prior service in who joined up with our company, and like 2 of them were NCOs. And like it was like half. It was like half from the actual army, and the other half from the damn Marine Corps. That was something. And one of those fucking army guys, turns out he was a ranger, like bona fide ranger, combat deployed, did everything. And now he's doing special forces. So, like the 18 Delta special. No, not 18 Delta. That was his senior drill sergeant though. But he's going the 18 X-ray. There we go, 18 X-ray route. So, well, good luck to all the guys who are doing all that shit. I ain't doing all that, at least for now. Nah, but so I legit, when they said play dead, I really committed to the bit. I was just straight up dead weight. Other than that, it was CLS first. That same day we did the testing. We did a 70-pound ruck, and legitimately it was the most. A lot of people got taken out by that damn ruck. One of my platoon mates broke his damn foot. And now his ass his ass is still there. His ass is still in that fucking battalion. Just waiting. And just waiting and waiting. That fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. And my other platoon mate who's there too. He broke he tore his Achilles heel during Battle Buddy Wi-Fi. Battle Buddy Team Wi-Fi. Just straight up, just bad luck. But other than that, CLS was first. Then we did combatives after. A lot of people got taken out by concussions during that whole shit. I already had previous concussions, but I still went in there. Other than that, third week was 240 Bravo range. Yeah. 240 Bravos and all that shit. Rained on the second day. That fucking sucked. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it rained on the second day. It did. We were there for like a couple days. We slept at the range. Rained on the second day. I learned how to make a bootleg ass tent. So like you take a tarp. You take your IOTV. You take an E-tool. You take an E-tool, your helmet, and your IOTV. This is only really if you don't really care if your freaking body armor gets wet. But you take that shit, right? You make sure it's like fully like strapped in, all that stuff. You put the IOTV down. You take the helmet, put that shit in with the pads facing up, or helmet facing down. I don't fucking know. It's been like 2 months. Actually, no. It's been 4 months. Actually, no. 3 months. There we go. 3 months. Then you take your E-tool. Stick it between like the helmet and the one of the sides of the IOTV. Then you take the tarp, take the bungee cord, tie that shit to the E-tool. You tie one end to the E-tool. Then you tie the other end of that tarp to your rucksack. The pouch side. Then it's the Molly 4K. So there's a pouch that you put your hygiene kit in it. Take the 2 little zippers, take the bungee cord, tie that shit to both the zippers, and boom. It's like you're done at that point. But you want more stability? You find yourself some sticks or some rocks. Tie that shit down. Boom. Get yourself a bona fide tent. That shit legit worked. It legitimately worked. That was nice. It was, for the most part, warm, and for the most part, dry. I've been eating breakfast, so don't mind me. Other than that, 240 Bravos was fun. I somehow did better at the first night qual than I did during the day qual. I shot 4 during the daytime, and I shot 8 during nighttime. So I did better at night than I did during the day. But then again, I was looking at the targets. Like, Again, like each iteration, looking at where the spots were, and it was like, okay, and just memorize the pattern, and boom, let that shit rip. But that was about it. I'll post my graduation video because, thank goodness my dad remembered to bring the damn camera and record the graduation. So at some point I'll be posting that shit on here. Other than that, after 240 Bravo range, it was squad. Actually, no. It was U.S. weapons after. We did the first 2 days. The first day we did Mark 19 and M2 Browning. It rained that day, and this fucking guy did not pack his damn weather top, so we all couldn't wear it, and we all got soaked even more. And well, you could probably put two and two together. What happened to him when we got back to the Bay? It was not pretty, for him at least. No one got bloodied. I'll preface that, but shit did happen. Yeah, we did heavy machine guns, Mark 19s. Then the next day was fucking. Oh yeah, it was launchers. It was launchers. Then the next day was pistols and I got the timeline wrong. Claymores, then the heavy weapons, then the launchers, then the pistols. There we go. I forgot. We did fucking claymores on Monday. It was a 6-mile ruck straight to there. I also sucked ass. And then after that, it was squad battle team live fire exercise. And then after those 2 days, it was urban ops. Yeah, urban ops training. And then it was the actual mortar training. We spent 3 weeks out there. We actually got back early. The first, after the third week, but the first week was Thanksgiving week. So we had to go back and forth and shit. But third week we went back early. I don't know why, but they just pulled us out early. Then the next week after that, it was holiday block leave prep. Holiday block leave. One of my platoon mates nearly got fucking shafted out sorry because they got into a fight. But it is what it is. Then we went on holiday block leave, came back, did the infantry skills assessment. Yeah, infantry skills assessment for like basically that whole damn week. We went to the range, re-zero and re-qual. Then we got a 4-hour pass on that Saturday, and then we immediately got hit with quarantine, like midway through the month, and that really fucked the timeline up because we were supposed to do the FTX that week, and we didn't. So it got pushed to the next weekend. The ruck got pushed to the next weekend after that, and then we did a 5-mile run, and then we graduated. Boom, that was pretty much it. If you want more details, I'll probably make like a video later on if y'all want that. But that was pretty much it. 6 months of fucking training, just like with details left out and shit. What some details left in. From August, well, that's when the actual training started. August to fucking like a week ago. Like that was like the last day in Fort Moore. At least for us who are leaving Fort Moore. A couple of my platoon mates got stationed there. Hey, at least you know the area. I'll pull up to that. But no, that's about it. I'm gonna go upload this video now. At least when I feel like it. And yeah, this has been General Manchu, aka Manchurian General, aka my last name that y'all are probably gonna see at some point. When I post those fucking graduation stuff. But yeah, that's about it. Peace out.